Welcome to the Unit 1, Lesson 2 reading practice video. In these videos, I will prompt you with 3 Korean sentences and give you time to figure out how to pronounce each one, and then give you time to figure out their meanings. The first sentence I would like you to try is this one here. I'll give you 10 seconds to figure out how to pronounce this, and then I'll give you 10 more seconds to try to figure out what it means. This sentence says, 나는 커피가 있다. I'll give you 10 more seconds to try to figure out its meaning. Okay, the subject of the sentence is na, and I know that because it has a subject marking particle on it. So that means that the subject is going to be I. It has the word ita in here, which means it's going to be that I either have something or that I'm at a place. Because the location marking particle a is not being used, I know that's going to be indicating that I have something. So I'm going to start off by saying I have, and then I just need to figure out what this noun is. And this actually says coffee. And a couple things I want to point out is that I haven't taught conjugations by Unit 1, Lesson 2 yet, but I will get into the various conjugations and honorifics that you could learn that would probably be a more common ending to this sentence. So you might see something like this, but the dictionary word of this is just ita, so I'll keep it like that because I haven't taught it yet. I want you to also realize that this English sentence could translate to I have a coffee or I have the coffee. Korean doesn't distinguish between those types of sentences, and it could simply also just mean that I have coffee. The next sentence I would like you to try is this sentence here. I'll give you 10 seconds to figure out how to pronounce this, and then I'll give you 10 more seconds to try to figure out what it means. This sentence says, 나는 식당에 있다. I'll give you 10 more seconds to try to figure out its meaning. Okay, this sentence starts off very similar to the previous one in the sense that it has the same subject and the same subject marking particle. So I'm going to start off just by writing I. It looks like it's the same word here with ita, but because I have the location marking particle a, it's actually not the same word that I have in the first sentence. Instead, this ita is indicating that something or somebody is at a particular place. So I'm going to say that I am at, and now I need to find out where I am. Well, a denotes the place where I am, and 식당 means restaurant. So I can say that I am at the restaurant. And as I said in the previous sentence, there's no real way to know if I'm talking about I am at the restaurant or I'm at a restaurant. Korean doesn't distinguish between those two differences, and it could be either one. The next sentence I would like you to try is this sentence here. I'll give you 10 seconds to figure out how to pronounce this, and I'll give you 10 more seconds to try to figure out what it means. This sentence says, 강아지가 학교 안에 있다. I'll give you 10 more seconds to try to figure out its meaning. Okay, this sentence is quite similar to the second sentence, mainly because I have ita, and it's the same usage of ita in the sense that I am using ita to indicate that something or someone is at a particular location. The subject of the sentence is 강아지, and that could translate to either a puppy or a dog, and typically it's a dog that one has as a pet. And the puppy is at some location. So the puppy is wherever this place is, that's where the puppy is at, because that's what the a particle is doing. And an means inside. So it's actually going to be, the puppy is going to be in the location of inside whatever this place is. And 학교 is school. So really the way that you want to say this is puppy is inside And again, I could say inside a school or inside the school. There's no way to distinguish between the two of them in Korean. This is an unnatural sentence in Korean. And another example of how it's hard to translate sometimes perfectly from Korean to English or back and forth. Because in English, to make this sound more correct or more natural, you'd say the puppy is inside the school. And it's another example of how you can't really make up for this the in the Korean sentence, and it's just there. You just need to assume that it's there in the Korean sentence, and in English, by context, you know what you're talking about. Well, that was fun. I hope you learned a lot.